Hi Vibrant Souls, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Vibrant Soul Tarot, and I'm super excited, of course, to have you here. So today's pick a card reading, we're going to be asking about that person on your mind that you are not currently in contact with, feelings for you. So their thoughts and feelings, you can consider this as an energy check-in, or if you've been thinking about a person a lot lately that you have not been in contact with, but you kind of want to know what's going on the other side over there, then this reading is perfect for you. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, then let's go ahead and get into the pile selections. We have these 3 piles to choose from. Starting right here is pile number 1. We have the Light Seers Tarot deck, and we also have this green adventuring heart. Then for pile number 2, we have the Apparition Tarot deck along with this blue calcite. Then last but not least, we have the Lubanko Tarot deck along with this Upalite starfish. All right, so please take your time. If you need more time in choosing your pile, you're more than welcome to pause the video here. When you do have your pile selected, I will post the timestamps in the description box for your convenience, as always, and I can't wait to see you guys at your reading. Bye! Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading if you chose the Green Adventuring Heart, or if you chose the Light Seers Tarot. Either way, welcome. So today we are asking about that person on your mind that you are not in contact with at this moment. So I'm going to ask Spirit here to please tune me into my Pile 1 situation, as well as show me and Pile 1 Spirit how this person is currently feeling about them and anything else that they may need to know at this time, please, about this person or about this connection. Thank you. So how is this person feeling towards Pile 1? How are they feeling towards Pile 1 right now, Spirit? At the time that Pile 1 is coming across this video, so we have the 10 of Pentacles, we have the Devil, and we have the 10 of Swords. There's already messages coming through with this, but I want to get all the cards out first for you, Pile 1, and then we'll talk about it. We're also going to be doing oracles as well to clarify even deeper, and then we're going to be getting some channeled messages and then some advice for you, which I just realized I don't have. Oh, yes I do. Oh, yes I do, because we'll use that one. I was going to say I don't have the deck here, but that'll work. Okay, how is this person feeling about Pile 1 right now, Spirit, and their situation? So we have the 3 of Pentacles, which that one was on the top. I'll take it. We also have the Page of Swords and the Page of Wands. Oops, sorry, was that out of frame? Okay. We have the 3 of Wands. I'm sorry, I meant to say the 3 of Wands and the Page of Swords as well. So I will note that. But let's clarify this 10 of Pentacles, please. 10 of Pentacles. Why is the 10 of Pentacles here, Spirit? Oh, I knew that was going to be Judgment coming out too. I was hearing Judgment. That's so weird. All right. And the Devil. So we have the 8 of Swords. We also have the 4 of Cups. Yeah. Clarify the 10 of Swords for me, please. I'm hearing the 3 of Swords for the 10 of Swords, but we'll see. That could just be a message as well. So we have the King of Wands. And the 3 of Pentacles, we have the Emperor. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. Okay. So one of the main messages coming through here with this person is that they're kind of struggling right now with this separation. I feel as though this is something that they definitely don't want. This is something that makes them feel a little bit discontent in their reality at this time, but they also feel like there's absolutely nothing that they can do about it. They feel very restricted in this sense. Now we have the Eight of Swords, so this could be like all in their head type of energy, or this could just be really they're overly analyzing, overly thinking this problem in their head, and it's seemingly getting worse, if that makes sense. I feel as though due to, with the Judgment here and the Ten of Pentacles, they realize, because Judgment here, I feel like in this case is like some kind of aha moment. It's some kind of truth, and it has to do with the future energy here with this Ten of Pentacles. It has to do with everything that maybe you and this person had once talked about, everything that maybe they had wanted, whether they let you know or not. And it's like they're feeling like they don't have control over it. They don't have the option to either, I want to use the word manipulate, but I don't mean it in like a, oh, you're a manipulator kind of way. I mean it like the manipulate the scenario to get what they want. And I know that kind of does sound like, it still kind of sounds bad. But if you get what I'm saying, it's like they lost control, seemingly, over this situation. And it's not something that they're okay with. It's not something that they like. We have the Tower coming through at the bottom of the deck, which could also indicate this person's feelings of uncomfortability here. I don't know. Did I say that word right? Anyways, it's not, to them, it's not looking good. But with the Three of Pentacles here and the Emperor, I feel as though there could be a case for you where this person, I don't know, I don't want to say specifically, maybe we'll read a little bit more into that, but I don't want to say specifically would try to reach out, but I feel as though like with the Three of Pentacles, this is about this person maybe trying to talk to you about like where they're at right now, maybe like where their head's at. I do feel like this is almost like the energy of like them trying to make a move, a strategic move towards you. With this Three of Pentacles, I feel as though they're also kind of almost sulking a little bit about their appreciation for you with this Three of Pentacles as well. It's like I think they realized it before, but it's like I'm getting multiple different messages with that particular card. So maybe we will read, or this particular energy right here. So maybe we will read a little bit more into it. I can just tell you all the ones that I'm getting. It's what I said already, that, you know, there is an appreciation for you, but also, and it's the other one too, but oh my gosh, now I just lost it. Oh no, come back. What was it? I'm hearing that they feel like they never got the chance to truly show you how much they appreciated you as well, though, with that. And I'm hearing that it's a sad energy, but it's almost like this, with this Emperor here, it's like maybe they're like, this is what I have to do. I got to do what I got to do. It's like, regardless of how I'm feeling, you know, they're like, I have to toughen up. Life goes on. I can't sit and dwell, but I do think they do sit and dwell in this energy for a bit as well, if I can be quite honest. And I feel like they blame a lot of stuff on them with this Devil and this Eight of Swords. I feel as though they think about you a lot with this Devil and this Eight of Swords as well too, because the Devil can represent an obsession. But I don't want to say they're obsessed, but I do think that you cross their mind a lot more than they would like, especially if there's you know, feelings, or there's a painful ending involved, and there's also this feeling of restriction. There's this feeling of there's nothing I can do about it right now. So why do I have to keep like torturing myself? And yes, that may, for some of you, that may sound like a bit dramatic, but I think that it's a thought process that this person may kind of be trying to get away from. But do I want to do more tarot, or do I want to do oracles? Let's do oracles. Let's see. So what else can you tell us about how this person is currently feeling about pile one? Spirit said there's a need for acceptance here, that this person is finding very hard to do at this time. We have doubt coming in reverse at the bottom, which is I release the need to know all of the answers. Yeah, this person has a lot of questions still. And I do believe that's what this Eight of Swords energy is about. Maybe they're trying to figure out how to do something, or trying to figure out something, or how they can overcome this, or how they can bridge that gap, or they can be in your energy again. It seems like there's a lot of kind of cloudiness when it comes to their thought process right now. It seems a little like, what's the word? I guess just cloudy, like smoky. So we also have patience coming in reverse too, which is the energy of I accept that everything happens within divine order. And then coming in reverse, oh, we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel. This with this patience is making a lot of sense to me, but I want to get one more so we can just talk about it all before we get the channel messages. Let's see. Let's get one more. What can you tell us about how this person feels? This person is extremely... Oh, we have the Sun in reverse. Yeah, it's almost like this person's like, I want what I want and I want it now. And even if like they know that maybe it's too soon, or if they know that regardless of if they were to reach out, nothing, they would get ignored, or nothing is going to change. You know, it's like they still kind of are just feeling this really strong desire towards you. And I think that this person with this patience, I think that they're kind of scared that you're going to move on and find somebody else as well. I think that's something that's like they want to show you like, hey, I'm still here at times, because they're and I do believe that they're still kind of confused about what to do though, and I don't think that they think that it's 100% the right choice to make, but I think that it's just what they want to do. It's like this person almost is fighting within themselves, like their head and their heart, like their heart saying like, or maybe their sacral chakra, because sacral chakras do represent desire, but their heart is saying like, I really just I want to make it work with this person, I want to reach out to them, but then their head's like, that's stupid, don't do that. We're not going to do that. Like, or you know better, or nothing's going to change, or it's going to be the same thing. I'm getting kind of like a pattern type of energy, or a cycle type of energy. Okay, so we have rest and rejuvenation at the bottom. And then we have indecision as well too, which is, it says, what does it say? I use my intuition in all aspects of life. Okay. Yeah, this person's still trying to decide on what's the right choice, what's the right move to make. That's what I was kind of seeing with this Emperor card. That's why I was thinking of like, this is like about them maybe wanting to reach out or trying to be strategic in any way, because I was really drawn to this chess piece, which kind of makes me think of strategizing, doing what you feel is necessary in order to get a better outcome, you know, like doing what you feel is right. And I think that this person doesn't feel like what they want for them is right, because it comes with some pain at times, and it comes with some challenges. And I'm not saying that's not necessarily true, but it's, again, that's like the head and heart energy, like that pull of like, well, should I just let it go, or should I do something about it, you know? And then the fact that we have the Sun in reverse as well too, it means as well that this person isn't feeling too good about this situation. They may have a lot of feelings and a lot of things coming up in regards to this that can be very hard for them to deal with. Hence, that's what we were kind of seeing here with this Tower as well. Oh yeah, we have the Hermit right underneath that. That's their inner demons, so to speak, coming up and being like, this feeling sucks. I just keep hearing that too. I was like, oh my gosh, this feeling, it sucks. Like they really just don't like it. And it's like, maybe they want to change it, but they feel like they can't. And that sounds very uncomfortable to me, if I can be honest here with you, pile one. And with this sacral chakra in reverse, it's just giving me like, I can't have what I want. And that freaking sucks. Oops, my stomach just made a really weird noise. I haven't ate all day. Excuse me. All right, so now we're going to get some channeled messages, and we're going to see what this person either wants you to know, or anything that you need to know about maybe what they're thinking, how they're feeling. Okay, so we have, I'm still salty and butthurt. If you decided this, I'm hearing for a lot of you, if you decided to walk away from this person, that was a big ego blow to them. Like they were like, oof, you know? And yeah, that's definitely for some of you, if that's why that is the first thing to come out. Yeah, because I just saw unblock me right now. Oh. unblock me right now. I feel like that's kind of fitting to this, the right on top of the chakra. This person could have some blocked energy, some blocked chakras as well. I'm hearing for some, maybe even an overactive one. So we have, I don't want to fight anymore. I feel like I'm losing you. Yeah, that's that feeling that we were seeing in the beginning of like you pulling away, or this just ending and them not being able to do anything about it, or at least not allowing themselves to do anything about it. Okay, let's get a couple more channeled messages. So we have, I'm trying to get my ish together. That could be in regards to certain changes as well, because, you know, I was kind of thinking too, guys, that this, for some of you, this Judgment card and this Devil energy together could almost be like maybe this person didn't make some good choices when it comes to this connection. Like maybe they had some issues, or they had some addictions when it comes to like other things, and maybe even other people, or just kind of a slave to their desires at times. And that could have potentially sacrifice this connection, because sometimes the Judgment card can come up when you've done something and it's like, okay, this is a wake-up call now. Like you can't do that and still think that you're going to have everything that you want at the same time, you know. So with this, I'm trying to get my shit together. Like I think this person is trying to is trying to understand maybe why they do certain things, and why, you know, maybe their choices cause them to feel this way. I do sense that there is a sense of guilt here coming from this person. So we have, tell me you love me. Let's get like 2 more, maybe 3 more. Maybe we'll fill this out. All right. What are some more channeled messages? I hope you're doing well. I ask about you. I always come running back to you. Some more channel. One more message for pile 1, please, Spirit. Oh, that's, I guess they just want to get it all out where they can, right? So we have, I'm insecure about my looks. Oh, I feel called to tell you this bottom of the deck, even though it's not going to be the bottom anymore, but there's so much I wish I could say to you. Sorry, I'm trying to, my arm doesn't twist that way from this angle. So there's so much I wish I could say to you. So if I'm insecure about my looks, I'm scared to fall in love again. And then we have, I can't imagine myself with anyone else. Yeah, you know, for you, the channeled song that you got was that Ashanti and JaRule song that's like, always there when you call. I feel like if you were to just want to reach out to this person and talk to them, or make things, now I'm not saying that's what you should do, of course. I'm just saying from this energy and this point of view, they would be like right there, like right on it. I do feel like this is an energy of somebody that really misses you, to say the least. But on that note, actually, let's get the advice for you. I think it's important to get the advice as well for situations like this, especially when you're doing the no contact readings and stuff, because these can bring up a lot of emotions. They can bring up a lot of feelings, and they can cause some confusion. So let's go ahead and get into your advice. If you want to screenshot these channel messages, you're more than welcome to right now, because they're going to get covered. All right. What advice do we have here? I may end up reading some of these too, is what I'm already hearing. So it's like you may have to read out of the book for some of these, and I'm okay with that. Let's see. The advice we have here is the hold. Oh, you are so loved, pile 1. You're so loved by not only the people around you, but by Spirit for sure. And I feel like this is like Spirit saying, like, you know, when you are sad and when you are there, like, just know that I'm there with you, and like basically like holding you, if that makes sense. And I know you're like, what? Because it's a spirit, but like it's spirit energy. But no, it's The hold energy, this is reminding me of like the Divine Mother, and allowing yourself to feel, and allowing yourself to feel in a safe space, and allowing yourself to feel it, and call in the Divine Mother energy, call in that divine, unconditional loving energy, because you will feel it. It will be there to support you, and it does love you unconditionally. And sometimes we feel like we just want to be loved unconditionally, especially if we're going through situations or hard times where we don't feel loved, or we don't feel like we are getting what we deserve, and things like that. Sometimes we just need a good cry, and we just need to sit there in our own energy and release. And I'm not saying like this release is going to solve all your problems, but it will help. A lot of times when I have a huge release, I feel a lot better the next day. Doesn't mean that it doesn't ebb and flow, and it doesn't come and go, of course, but it is very good. Okay, so let's read it. Oh, we have Let the Wolves Out. Let's read this one, because I feel like this one has a good message for you in there too. I keep hearing another song too. There's another channeled song that I'm getting right now, and it's Stick Season. Oh, maybe I'll put that. I think you guys are gonna get 2 channeled songs, and Stick Season is one of my favorite songs of all time. But it's I'm trying to think of like any lyrics that are standing out to me. It's just kind of the first part that's starting. So I'll list it. If you're wondering too with the channeled songs, so sometimes I forget to tell you guys that there is channeled songs in the description box for you, and I usually try to find the lyric video so you guys can like watch the lyrics as you're listening to it. So I will post it in the description box for you for pile 1. It'll be under pile 1. Okay, now I'm hearing a specific lyric too from the song. I'm sorry, I keep getting interrupted as I'm trying to finish this message for you, but the lyric goes, it's like, you promised me that I was more than all the miles combined, but you must have had a change of heart halfway through the drive. And then there's another part too. Oh, it goes, I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. Oh, so maybe you and this person are kind of like dreaming of each other or imagining each other. Like sometimes that can be some coping mechanisms as well, as like and the reason why this person or you would be doing that is exactly, I feel like what that lyric is saying is like, it's a version of this person that you still have, and you're not going to lose that version. So, and honestly, when I said that second lyric, I got chills, and my heart I just wanted to burst into tears. I'm not even joking for a second. So there is a release coming for you, and maybe you should listen to that song. Music can be so I gotta write it down, because I wrote down your other one, but I gotta write it down because music can be so helpful when it comes to processing emotions. It's such an amazing tool as well. But moving on now. Oh, this is a sweet message. Okay, so we have the hold. So it says, sometimes we are sad and we don't know why. Like a dark cloud came over you and won't give up following you around. It might be that the best way to rid yourself of this gloomy grump is to truly bond with it. Feel your feelings deeply. It might be that you have fear of showing your more moody sides to the people in your life. It's also possible that these feelings have come about as a way of weeding out people who no longer serve you. If they cannot love your low moods, then they can't possibly see the true brightness of your shining joy. Oh, it's true. I don't see anything wrong with that for sure. And I do think too, one of the main messages through this card as well is to let yourself sit and just process it, and try not to be as judging on why. I liked the beginning part too of what it says. Sometimes you don't know why these emotions are there, especially if people's actions show you the reasons why you shouldn't care. It doesn't mean that you're not going to care, and you can't judge yourself for not caring. Yes, you should still do what's the best possible thing for you and your future and yourself and your heart, but of course honor those feelings as well too. And I think that there's a lot of emotions that are trying to kind of come their way out of you, kind of pour out of you. And so when you do feel like you are in a safe space to allow these to flow, I definitely would. And like I said, call on spirit for support, for help. Spirit's loving energy already makes me cry just immediately, if I can be quite honest. Like, honestly, instantly, it just makes me cry. And it's not like a sad boo-hoo cry. It's like just, it's such a divine energy that you can't hold it in. Like, it's just tears start flowing. And that actually is really helpful as well when you're trying to process sadness or you're trying to process emotions. It's almost like spirit helps me get it started, and then the floodgates open. And then I tell you guys, man, I do feel so much better the next day. And like I said, it doesn't make all the problems go away, but it does relieve a burden. It really does. And I like to remind people too that there's like scientific evidence of allowing yourself to express your feelings and allowing yourself to cry and release. That it literally is good for your health, literally. Like, there's evidence backed up on that. It helps release stress hormones. It helps you process things and understand them. And also it just makes you feel lighter. So please do that if you feel necessary. I know no one wants to do that, but sometimes we gotta. Okay, let's get 1 or 2 more cards for you for your advice here. Oh, look, we have laughing and crying. Speaking of all of these emotions, we have laughing and crying for you, which this means, yes, that you know, the human experience, our lives here are an array of so many different emotions. We're up, we're down. Sometimes we're all over the place. Sometimes we wake up and we got our shit together and we're like girl bossing. Just kidding. I just like saying girl boss because it's funny. But we're like boy bossing, you know, or whatever gender you are, you're bossing in that gender, okay? But what sometimes we forget is that it is a process. It does ebb and flow. There are ups and there are downs. So when you are feeling down, remember that you will fill up again. You will feel happy again. You will be able to feel joy again. This isn't going to last forever. And the same thing, that's why, you know, we always say savor the moment and be in the moment and appreciate things when you are happy, because again, just like the sad doesn't last forever, the happy doesn't last forever, but it's all a part of the process. And everyone has the same aspect. Like, no one is happy forever. No one is sad forever, except for people that obviously, if you're dealing with like a legit like clinical depression or mental illness, then that's different. Obviously, if there's something that you can do about it, I would definitely say get help if that's available to you, for sure. But I'm speaking more on like this is just the human experience type of thing. I'm not trying to invalidate anyone's I don't even know what I want to say now. Like, I don't want to say like anyone's issues, but yeah, you know, some people have it harder. Some people's brains work differently as well too. So it's not all the same, but the message here, I'm getting off track here. Spirit's like, where are you going with this? All right. The main message here for you though, my beautiful pile one, is that you will see the sun again, that, you know, things will get better. And it's okay to allow yourself to feel all and process all different types of things. You know, some of the most beautiful things as well come from people's pain. And that's why music is so healing as well too, because it makes us all bond. It makes all these strangers bond over someone's feelings. Like, you know, if you're listening to a sad song and you're processing your emotions and you're like, dang, like this person like really understands how I feel. That's the beauty that can come out of, you know, a heartbreak or a breakup or sadness, as well as some kind of beautiful creative art. So if you feel called to maybe doing some kind of creative artwork or channeling this energy, when you feel to it, of course, you know, channeling this energy into something, you know, maybe you could make something great as well too. Like, even if it's just for you, like even if it's just a painting on the wall, or if it's just a poem for you. I know I had a period where poetry really helped me, and it wasn't for any reasons to show anyone the poetry. Oh my God, I would die of embarrassment just because it was so personal to me. You know what I'm saying? So if that's something you feel interested in as well too, I would say do it. Or maybe songwriting if you are into music as well. All right, last one here for pile one. Last piece of advice here for pile one. Spirit. Be free, do what you love. Oh, we have at the bottom something that is never truly yours. I do think that this is something that is never truly yours is kind of like that things kind of come and go as well. And if it's meant for you, it'll be for you. And if it's not, it won't. And also if it comes to financial reasons as well, that's kind of a thing that money does come and go. You will get more if that's something that you've been worried about as well too. So we have this: be free, do what you love. I feel like this is saying to you, pile one, that, you know, when you feel, when it comes time, you will get that spark back again, and you will feel freer, you will feel better, and you will be able to get back to living your best life, because you deserve to live your best life. Now, this is again kind of a message too, if you do have any creative things or any things that you, or hobbies or habits, yeah, whatever, hobbies or habits, or hobbits, I'm just kidding. But if you have anything like that you've been wanting to do, this is saying don't do it. Do it. Don't let anything stop you from doing what it is that you love to do, whether that's dancing, singing, or just being happy, or doing whatever it is that your beautiful little heart desires, because you came here to do things that you love as well too. It's not always just lessons and pain and suffering. You can also choose to do things that bring you joy and that make you feel good, and that maybe even make money as well too. Like maybe there's a creative project that you do want to make money in, and I'm saying that because of the bottom deck energy as well. We have something that is never truly yours, and there's like this money kind of being passed down, and that's kind of telling to like the dollar bills and things like that. You know, they go in someone's hand and they go through many other people's hands as well too, but it will come back around is what I'm hearing for you. But yeah, express yourself, do what you love. And if you're not feeling good, you will. Like this kind of like that energy of that laughing and crying, like you will be happy again. You will be able to enjoy things again. Okay? I do feel like that for you. And I love that this is a big flame on this candle, because I think it's going to be brighter than ever for you. Pile one. So on that note, are we still... Oh, we're still on. Cool. On that note, I am going to leave this reading here for you. I really hope it helped. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all who subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you to all who like the videos, who comment their stories or share their support, whether that's for me, the channel, or the support for other people. I love to see you guys supporting each other in the comments as well. It's so beautiful. And yeah, I'm just so grateful for every single one of you. So thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next pick a card. Oh, if you're not subscribed and you did enjoy this reading and you would like to see the next pick a card, go ahead and subscribe now if that's something that you feel called to do, of course. And I'll see you guys there. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the, blue calcite crystal, or if you chose the apparition tarot, welcome. So today we are asking about that person on your mind that you are not currently in contact with at this time. So I'm going to ask Spirit here to please tune me in to my Pile 2 situation, Spirit. And if you can please show me and Pile 2 how this person on their mind is currently feeling about them, any thoughts, feelings, and anything else that they may need to know at this time about them or about this situation. I will allow it to come out with the most honesty and clarity, please. Thank you. All right. So how is this person currently feeling about Pile 2, Spirit? What are their thoughts right now about Pile 2 and about the connection, please? Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords coming out for you. We have the 4 of Swords. We have the 3 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can I fit one more on the camera? Perfect. Okay. And we have the 3 of Pentacles. Wow. So I'm just going to get all the cards out. We're going to clarify as well. You know what's interesting too is well, I'm saying, oh my goodness, because we have so many sword cards come out, and we have a lot that are kind of showing that this person may not be in the best place mentally right now or emotionally. And the stone that you chose for this pile is a stone that is great for emotional healing. So I think that that's very telling to kind of how this person is feeling right now currently about you and about this separation and this connection. So let's clarify this 10 of Swords, please. Clarifying the 10 of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. Clarifying the 4 of Swords here. We have the Ace of Swords. Clarifying the 3 of Swords. We have the 7 of Wands. And clarifying the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Emperor. You know what's crazy? In pile 1, we had the 3 of Pentacles clarified by the Emperor too. Weird. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. What's really interesting too is there's a similar message here with pile 1 with this Hanged Man and the 10 of Swords. I feel as though this person is kind of, like I said, they're not happy with what's going on right now. They're not really feeling the best mentally when they're thinking about you. With the 3 of Swords, this person is heartbroken, to say the least, but they're not doing anything about it, for sure. I feel like the Ace of Swords is talking about this person wanting to reach out to you, thinking about talking to you, thinking about maybe telling you something. They could have some information they want to share with you, but I feel like it's kind of they're thinking about breaking the silence. But the 4 of Swords is saying they're not. Now, I feel like this Hanged Man is also, because when the Hanged Man comes, it feels like our journey's been cut short. It feels like we're kind of stuck. It quite literally can feel like we're just hanging there and we have no choice but to surrender to wherever we're at right now. And that 10 of Swords is that painful ending. That 10 of Swords is like, I can't get up. I don't know what to do. It seems, and I keep hearing that it does hurt. Like, if you were wondering if this person was hurt, they definitely are. I do believe, though, this person is channeling a lot of energy into their work. With the 8 of Pentacles, they may be trying to distract themselves with their work or trying to stay busy, to say the least. Because when we have this 3 of Swords, we have the 7 of Wands. And I think that right now this person is not really wanting to tell you how they feel, or they're feeling like they really need to protect themselves for whatever reason. This person has a super, super strong guard up. And that could be why they're not reaching out. For I think this person really at this time just really wants to stand their ground right now. And sorry, I just got another message about the reaching out thing, but I like that maybe some of you don't want this person to reach out, or maybe some of you have this person blocked. I was kind of getting it could go different ways for that as well, but that's not really important. Not important enough to interrupt my thought. Thank you very much. But yeah, so this person is really trying to stand their ground when it comes to I think being vulnerable right now at this time. It's like they're feeling it, they're seeing it, but they're not doing anything about it. And the 3 of Pentacles is also about collaboration. It's about appreciation and being in others' energy as well. And so with the Emperor here, which is kind of interesting because I do think it may be a little bit different message than from pile 1. I mean, I am seeing that same message with pile 1, but I think it could be a bit different for you. I think that maybe this person is feeling like the best thing for them to do is to stay away at this time. That could be out of like for safety reasons. That could be maybe they don't want to be vulnerable. For some of you, they want to have a specific talk with you or tell you how they feel, but they just can't find themselves to do that for whatever reason, because the Ace of Swords to me is definitely them thinking about and contemplating about breaking the silence, about maybe sending you that message or telling you something, you know what I'm saying, kind of breaking that and wanting to possibly continue on. When we look here at this Hanged Man, there's this boat and the path to the other side of this card, it's missing. And they're kind of anchored down. They're weighing down. So I think that this is definitely how this person is feeling in regards to this connection. Yes, it's incomplete. But in the meanwhile, it seems like they're kind of just going to stay here. And with the clarifying card being the Ten of Swords, this isn't something that they want. It's not something they're enjoying. In fact, the Ten of Swords is kind of like that exact opposite. It's like you have no choice but to just be here and to sit here and to feel this. And I think that with this Four of Swords as well, they may try to block some of this out. They may try to, excuse the snoring in the background, that's my dog. But they may try to avoid thinking about this at times as well too. But then when that Ace of Swords hits, it's like it still pops up in their mind as well too. So it's very interesting. I do think that right now this person feels like their best focus is on their work and is on their things that they can control and is on the things that they can do right now. We have the Two of Pentacles on the bottom too, which may make it a little bit harder for this person. They may have a lot going on just in general in their life with the Two of Pentacles. Like they could be juggling different things, but I think that it's like, it's this energy of like, well, yes, this is happening, or yes, I'm feeling this, but life still kind of goes on. Like I still have to do what I got to do. And I think in a way that's kind of helping them in a way, but it seems like when, you know, when night falls and they're in their bed and things like that, that's when they start getting these thoughts about this situation for sure. Very interesting. Let's see. We're going to be using some oracles, and we're also going to clarify right now deeper, and we're also going to be seeing some channeled messages from this person with the channel message cards. Then we are going to be getting some advice, and I do advise everyone to stay for the advice if you can, or if you have time, just because these readings can bring up feelings, you know, they can bring up things, and sometimes confusion, and sometimes they can bring up old wounds and old feelings as well. So what I'm saying is, if you are wondering maybe what to do, or if you feel like you need to hear something else, the advice, I always like to add the advice at the end, because I don't want to leave you just, oh, that's how they feel, all right, bye. You know, it's like, I want to do something for you personally as well too. So okay, but in the meantime, what else can you tell us about how this person is feeling, Spirit, about this situation? Oh, we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. We have the Angel of Balance. And we also have acceptance. Okay, so one of the biggest differences, I don't mean to keep comparing you to pile one, but one of the biggest differences between this energy and pile one's energy was there was an energy of this person that, and pile one was refusing to accept this outcome. And I feel like this person is trying their best to accept it by not even really addressing it personally to them, but by just not doing anything about it. And I feel like that is a struggle for this person, but I also feel like, again, with that Emperor energy, it's what they feel like they need to do, or what they should do, or maybe they feel like that's the best for everyone involved. Whether or not this person had hurt you, or there was issues that you and this person seemingly couldn't fix, whatever reason was the reason for this separation or for this no contact, I do feel like they're trying to be the bigger person. And not, it's almost like this person feels like they may be a burden to you, and they just, like, for some of you, this person feels like they just don't want to bother you. And also I'm hearing that this person's pride and ego is really hurt as well too. So I do think that maybe with that vulnerability, there's an energy here of being a bit prideful and not wanting to reach out, because I think this person's already kind of hurt with that Three of Swords for sure. But yes, with this Angel of Balance here, I do think this person is trying to balance their life again. You know, they're trying to continue on. You know, they're trying to go to work, or they're trying to still take care of their priorities and stuff like that, which is, I feel like that's good. You know, of course, I don't think anyone should let their whole life slip away because of a situation. This is kind of what is always going to happen if you're in a, you know, a no contact situation. At least at some point, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, if it's like in the beginning and if it's very fresh, or this person is really hurt, you know, but I think that this person is somebody that is trying to definitely shut off that emotional side. With the fact that we had a lot of swords here, we do have a lot of swords and pentacle cards now that I am thinking about it, which does kind of indicate that maybe this person is also trying to detach the best they can from their emotional side, or at least not let their emotions take over and control their actions right now. It's like this person had to be for a while on some sort of autopilot and kind of just let it be and continue on. And of course, we see that these things do still come up at times. And I'm hearing that it's different for each person, that sometimes when they do come up, they try to ignore it. They try to shove it back down. And sometimes they do think about this deeply as well. And I think that that's just depending on the type of person for this reading. Yeah, so it says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. And then it says the regret is I know that I cannot change the past. Those go so well together, actually, of like, well, I can't change the past, so I have to accept what it is. Especially if this was a choice that you made, this person is definitely trying to accept that, for sure. We do have Judgment. I did see, where did I see it? Underneath the Two of Pentacles, we did have that Judgment card as well, too. And sometimes the Judgment can be the consequences of our actions, you know? And stuff like that. So this person could just be in an energy of like, well, this is what pile 2 wants. This is what it is. I'm not going to try to fight it anymore. I just have to accept the fact that maybe pile 2 and doesn't want to be with me or whatever it is, like, or maybe that it's just not going to work, and try my best to move on. And I am feeling in my heart chakra, I'm not going to lie, guys, I am feeling it is painful, but it's not, it's like a nagging pain of like, it's just seemingly there, kind of in the background. You know what I'm saying? And this person is still, you know, living their life. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, we have Journey. Yeah. All right. I feel like I need to take a deep breath with this kind of energy, though. It's not like overpowering or like super strong. Like in the other pile, I was getting this emotional rush. And you know, we were just talking about how this person may not be super in touch right now with their emotions. And that might be why, because I'm not feeling very emotional, but it's still like there. It's like almost like when it's in the back of your mind, but you know, it's there, but it's weird. With the Journey, yeah, this person could just be trying to move on or continue on in their journey the best that they know how. For some of you, this could be like them having to move out, or you having to move out. Maybe if you guys live together, this is kind of something, or maybe they are moving around right now or traveling. And then we have Patience under that too. So maybe they're just kind of seeing right now where things are headed. Because when I think of the Journey as well too, this kind of always reminds me of the Fool card, because it's kind of like, well, it's just a part of the journey. Like, you know, you don't know what's coming next, or you don't know where it's going. And then with the Patience card underneath that as well, that's kind of making me think of like, well, I guess only time will tell. I guess we'll just have to see what happens, is seemingly kind of how this person is feeling right now, or what's going on with them. But speaking of how they're feeling or what's going on with them, let's get some channel messages. We already had a bunch come out. So we have, I'm still keeping my options open. We have You Drive Me Crazy. And you know, with this, I'm still keeping my options open, I feel like that goes both ways. Like it means what, like it kind of sounds like it means is like, well, yeah, I guess I have to, you know, still keep my options open. But I feel like this is like also if you're an option, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they're like, well, I'm still kind of keeping that door open somewhat, because I don't want it to be closed all the way and then, you know, and then miss out on this opportunity. You know, kind of, that's kind of like how I'm interpreting that right now, of like, well, I'm still keeping all of my options open, you included. Because we have You Drive Me Crazy too. Oh geez. We have There's So Much I Wish I Could Say to You. Yeah, keeping those things to themselves for sure. We have I'm Head Over Heels for You. Oh, that's right. I love how that landed right on top of that You Drive Me Crazy. We have I'm Still Salty and Butthurt. Aren't we all? Aren't we all when there's some kind of something happening though? I feel like it's inevitable for somebody to get at least a bit hurt, you know? And, you know, I think this card is saying that they are hurt, because I have a lot of channel messages, now that I think about it, I have a lot of channel messages that address other people hurting or why they hurt or stuff like that. No, I think I have, oh yeah, no, Spirit just reminded me, they're like, no, you have cards that definitely address that too. Look at all these cards. I know, one that popped in my head, it was like a card that says like, I'm so heartbroken right now, or something like that. But yeah, this could also indicate just a little ego bruise as well too. Like, their pride was hurt. Because when I think of somebody being butthurt, it's like, oh. Oh, speaking of that, I'm sorry I hurt you. Some more channel messages here. We have, you make me so proud. Oh, I love that. I'm hearing with this card as well too, that they still, no matter what, they still think very highly of you. Especially if you're like doing good things right now. Like if they see you, if they're able to see you in any way, like maybe on your social media or something like that. Like you're actually, maybe they see you like working, or they see you just improving in your life, like in any way, shape or form, or something like that. Like they are proud of you if that is the case. But I think that this is also the fact, now I can't talk. This is also the fact that they do think very highly of you. I miss you so much, but I'm too stubborn to tell you. Oh my gosh, my stomach keeps making weird noises. It was doing that in the other pile too. Sorry. I actually feel kind of hungry right now, so it's definitely hunger pains, but we must persist on. I'm almost done. So if I don't know how to act around you, and I'm going to read these, and I'm going to read the bottom of the deck. So we have, I don't want to stay where I'm not wanted. That's definitely a pride thing for sure. What's going on with this person? If they feel unwanted, they're like, Because look at, we have, I'm not going to chase you. But then we have, let's make up. And then we have, you'll be the one that got away. If those three things do not sound like somebody being very prideful, I don't know what does. Because it's like, I want this, but I'm not going to chase you, and things like that. And then it's like, I don't want to stay where I'm not wanted. Underneath that, we have, I put on a brave face, but I'm scared too. Yeah. Well, I do think that this person does miss you, but I think that there is a stubborn, it's a stubbornness, and it's also in the tarot aspect. When we were reading the tarot, there was an avoidance. We were seeing that too. So that seems to be what's kind of, and I think that this person, I'm also hearing from Spirit, this person has their own kind of grieving process, and that may be how they do things. You know, sometimes one of the parts of the grieving process is like straight up denial. Then it's like acceptance, you know, and then it's different for everybody as well too. I don't know if that's the exact order, but I know that there's like a specific process, like a specific process for the grieving process, but I also do know that people process things differently because we are all different, you know? And so I was hearing that that's like a part of their grieving process, which tells me that eventually, you know, it's not going to stay like that forever. Like they are going to eventually process things in a different way, or maybe in a deeper way as well. Unless they shove it down, then you process it like 10 years later. No, I'm totally kidding. That actually reminds me, I had this dream. I had a dream where it was basically my subconscious, or it was in this deck. It's hard to, it's like a spirit, but it's like obviously it's spirit. But in this deck, it would be called, there's a card called the Dark Mother. And it's not like what it sounds like. It's not like scary or anything. She actually has a very calming presence. But what she does is she'll show up in the dreams. And this is why I'm saying you process it 10 years later, because she showed up in my dream and she looked like how she kind of does on the card, like this kind of like mysterious little figure. But you don't feel, when you're in her presence, you don't feel scared at all. You feel very comfortable. And in the dream, it's like she opened this door, and all of a sudden there was an image of me at my old house, and I was processing a family member's death. It was actually my father's death. And in the dream, I'm pretty sure if someone heard me like while I was sleeping, you know, I'm pretty sure that you would have heard me like crying, because in the dream I just felt, as she opened that door, I felt all of this grieving emotions, this sadness just come out. I was like, in my dream I was like like literally sounding like that, you know. And that was something that I thought that I had already processed, and that was something that I didn't even know was there. And of course, you know, spirit will be the one to show you, you know, hey, look, it's still here. And I think I helped by processing it while it got open. So my whole point to that is that if it comes back eventually, regardless. And also, if you don't process things, they can affect you mentally and physically at the same time. The longer we hold on to these things, they will affect us. So if you needed any kind of initiative to process your feelings or process some old traumas or some things, this is your sign, guys. All right, so with that being said, I'm so sorry to go on one of my little stories. Let's go ahead and get your advice. Speaking of that, so we have body as a house coming out for you. Ooh, speaking of processing, we have volcano, like, and then we have what is hidden will be revealed. Interesting. I kind of feel called to take those too, because I feel like this is very telling to not only the situation and like how both of you guys are feeling. I feel like this is telling to, if you have a lot of confusions about this, if you need specific answers, this is also coming through to say that things are going to come to the surface when you need to hear them, or when you need to know them, that you will have the answers, because these keys in this hand is definitely very much like Hierophant energy from tarot, which is about learning and lessons, and also about higher wisdom. So what is hidden will be revealed. And that's so funny that we were just talking about things being hidden and doors being opened, you know, and all of these things being processed out. And so this is, I think, for you as well too. I always feel like when I do share like little things about, or like little stories, whether it's just one person or many people, I do feel like it's usually someone that kind of either can relate or will relate. And I feel like this is that relating energy right here, that regardless of when, where, or how, or why, things will be revealed to you when it's time. And with this volcano energy, it's reminding me of like things kind of boiling over, like kind of trying to calm things down either on both sides or just you, and then it kind of just erupting. And I don't think it's a negative way, don't think it's a negative thing of things erupting. I think it's much needed, you know. And when it's time, things kind of boiling over, like almost like a pressure cooker, like, and you can't take it anymore until it all comes out. And then that's like a huge clearing or a huge understanding for some of you as well too, because I do feel like there's like answers, wisdom with that. So we have body as a house, and we have restlessness. Ooh, pile 2. Try your best to ease your mind. I know it feels like we're waiting around for something to happen a lot of the time, or we have to distract ourselves by being on our phone, or we're kind of just wondering, like, sometimes it feels like when we're processing stuff too, or we're feeling not good, we're like, is this night ever going to end? Is this day ever going to end? It will end. Try to be in the moment here. I feel like with this restlessness, a lot of you may be on your phones at night, maybe trying to find something, or just whether it's a distraction and things like that. And I feel like it's important for you to rest your mind and rest yourself as well. We have body as a house, which is also about, you know, taking care of your mind, taking care of your body. I like how it shows that all of these things are connected here, because we have that like kind of rainbow color coming out of her mind, out of her third eye, going through her hands, going through her body. All of these things are connected as well. So take care of your mind, body, and spirit as best as you feel you can. You know, focus on healing, focus on inner peace as well. Also, there's another message with this body as a house as well too, is that sometimes we get caught up on how we feel like we look, how we feel like our bodies should look, or how our bodies should be. And just know that you're beautiful just the way that you are. Of course, I'm going to tell you that because you are. But also remember that your body does so much more for you than just an appearance, you know, than just tell people how you look, or is so much more for you than just like aesthetics. At the same time, yes, if you want to look good, you're more than, you know, do what you got to do to look good. But don't put too much pressure on yourself to uphold these crazy standards that we see now on social media. You know, none of that's real. It's crazy how just one filter, like, it's just crazy how like one filter can go on someone's body and like all of a sudden all their blemishes, their stretch marks and everything is gone, when in reality, you know, we all have flaws and we all have things we don't like about ourselves, and we all have issues that, you know, we wish we could fix, or parts that we wish we could change, and that's okay. That's natural as well too. But just try to remember that that's not all there is when it comes to your body. Your body is amazing. It does so much for you. It keeps you alive. It keeps your heart beating, keeps your blood flowing. It digests food in this crazy, ridiculously scientifically complicated process. You know, and all of that stuff you don't even have to think about. It's not even your responsibility. It's like your body does. And sometimes we forget that, and we're reminded when we're having health issues as well too. It's like we forget how lucky we are that we have these amazing bodies and that does these amazing things until, you know, we're having health issues, and then we're like, oh, you know. So don't wait till you're having health issues to appreciate all of the beautiful things your body does for you, and try to rest your mind, ease your mind. You will receive the answers when you are ready. They will come. Okay, so try your best to stay in the moment, and like with this volcano, things and both of these energies will be shown to you when you need them to be shown to you. So take care of yourself in the meantime. Spirit really wants you to focus on some inner peace right now, and later too, obviously in the future. Be easy to your mind. At the bottom here now we have gifts to the portal. The energy that you're putting into something, or the energy that you're putting into, whether this is a creative project, this is a job, or anything like that, or this is for yourself, you know, doing what you got to do on that healing journey, and addressing those things. This is saying that these things are going to come back to you positively later. The gifts to the portal. Yes, you may not see the results of your hard work now, but you will. Okay, that's the whole thing of a portal, is that there's another side, there's another end. So maybe it's seemingly like you're doing all this work, or you've done all this for nothing, and Spirit's saying that it has not been for nothing. Okay, that it will come back around to you. So on that note, I think that's a very positive note to leave it here. I am going to leave this reading here for you. Pile 2, I really hope you got something out of it. I hope it helped. Thank you to all those who subscribe so much. Thank you to all those who like the videos, or who interacted with the video in any way, whether that's commenting, sharing. Thank you so much. Also, thank you for being here, and thank you for listening to me. I wouldn't be doing these videos if it wasn't for you, of course. I love you guys so much, and I just appreciate every single one of you tremendously. It's crazy. It's crazy how much love I have for you guys. Also, if you are not subscribed and you enjoyed this reading and you would like to see more, you're more than welcome to subscribe now, so you don't forget. And I will see you guys there, the next one. Bye. Hi, Pile 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Starfish Stone, or if you chose the oh my gosh, what is your tarot deck called? Lubanko tarot deck. Jeez. You know what's so funny is I forgot what that stone was called too. I think it's called like Ubalite or Ubalite or something, and I was just like, well, I don't have to say it. And then now when we get to your tarot deck, I blanked on that too. So let's hope that this reading goes a little bit smoother than that, shall we? Normal people would probably just start over, but not me. We're just going to continue on. So welcome to your reading. Today we are looking at how that person on your mind is feeling about you. And this is a person that you are particularly not in contact with at this time. So like I said in the intro, this could be considered an energy check-in. Maybe you've been thinking about this person and you just want to know what's going on the other end. Your reasons are your reasons. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here. So I'm going to ask Spirit here to please tune me in to my Pile 3 situation, as well as show me in Pile 3 how this person on their mind is currently feeling about them. What are their thoughts, feelings, and anything else that they may need to know about this situation. I will allow that to come up as well. And with the most honesty and clarity, please, for my beautiful Pile 3s with these messages. Thank you. Let's try to get, the least we can do is try to get a good shuffle in here, you know? We kind of already got a rocky start, so that will have to do. It's a stiff deck. What can you do about it? All right, Spirit. let's begin. So what are their thoughts and feelings for pile 3 right now? What are the current thoughts and feelings towards pile 3 and the connection? We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Moon. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 3 of Swords. Ooh. So this is a pretty clear message. I want to get some clarifiers, of course, so we can get as much details as possible and dive a little bit deeper, get all the messages that are meaning to come up. But I think right now with this Wheel of Fortune and the Moon together, this person's like, I don't know what the future holds. And yes, there is some like uncertainty, some fears around the future with this Moon energy here. But I think, and with the 3 of Swords, this person is heartbroken still over this situation, or at least right now. But I feel like with the 9 of Pentacles, what they're kind of trying to do is just do whatever they feel is best for them in this moment. If that makes sense. Even if that means like whatever makes me feel better, whatever I can do at that time, you know. And I think that, because with this Wheel of Fortune, it seems that, to me, it's telling me there's like this energy of like, it's kind of out of my control right now. And so it seems to be very unclear to this person, like what the future holds, maybe even what's really going on. This could also be in regards to what's going on with you. Let's see them. So let's clarify this Wheel of Fortune here. We have the Judgment card. Clarifying the Moon, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Clarifying the 9 of Pentacles. For some of you with this Moon card, this is mostly probably specific. This isn't to everybody watching this reading, but for some of you with this Moon card, they may have somebody else that they are seeing as well, that either they were trying to keep secret or that maybe you may not know about. Now, I don't want to say actually that you 100% wouldn't know about it, because I feel like this message would come up if the majority of you knew about it. And so I know that doesn't make any sense, but it's like maybe they don't want you to know about it. They don't want to remind you. They don't want, you know, they try to keep it like, well, if you're not in contact with this person, then obviously that would be easy. But you get what I'm saying. It's like they're, maybe I'm hearing like almost maybe a little bit ashamed of it. But like I said, that's not a message for everybody. So I don't want anyone to jump to conclusions for sure if that message wasn't for you. But I think that this is also about this Queen of Pentacles can also represent you as well too, because I like to think of the Queen of Pentacles as definitely somebody that is relationship material. Actually, that came up in another reading the other day, where I was like, if the Pentacles come out and they're talking about you, that's somebody that they view or is particularly relationship material. You know, it's not all crazy and fast like the Wands, or can be abrupt or you know, intense like the Swords. Like the Pentacle suits, and especially when it's the court cards, you know, like the Knight, the Page, it could too, but like the Knight and the Queen and the King, that's viewing somebody or as like relationship material, stable. You know, and so you could have been a really stable figure in this person's life. And that's why we have this Moon here. Maybe this is fears about losing you. Like that's kind of what they're feeling like is out of their control right now. And the Moon is also, you know, our fears are subconscious, and it's what we don't normally see or we don't know about. So maybe this person is trying to find information about you as well. It's also about our intuition, and it can be about having to follow our intuition, even if the path is not lit in front of us. So this person could still feel connected to you for sure. But you could have been a comfort to this person at one point in time as well too. Like you could have been somebody that they felt really comfortable with, or they felt safe with, or just, you know, maybe a motherly energy to this. So maybe for some of you, you may have kids with this person, but you don't necessarily have to. Like it's just more of like an energy and a feeling that they're feeling like they don't have anymore. And it feels a little bit, there's some fear wrapped around it. So I do believe this is like fears of what are you doing? Who, like, you know, things like that too. But also this is like maybe not having you anymore. So let's clarify this 9 of Pentacles here. Spirit, why is this 9 of Pentacles here? So we have the Devil. I don't know if... I think that's okay. I don't think that's guidelines, but I can't... However, how many times these cards, I forget that there's like nudity on them, and then something will come out, and I'm like, ugh. But I think it's okay, but we're going to cover it just in case. So... okay, we'll talk about this. Let me just get this last card and then we'll talk about it. I have a lot to say about that as well. So clarifying this 3 of Swords. Thank you. We have the Ace of Pentacles. That's an interesting one to clarify with. Bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Cups. Okay. I feel like this person is the type of person that definitely gives in to their own desires. That could have been a problem here in this connection. With the 9 of Pentacles and the Devil, I feel like this person likes to indulge in things a lot of the time that maybe aren't the best for them and aren't the best for this connection. I think that this person is still doing that for sure. Like, that's why I was saying, like, maybe there could be other people, but I don't think that they're as important to this person as either you were or you are. Because I feel like strongly the 3 of Swords is really heartbroken to the fact that they feel like they've missed a beautiful opportunity with you. Like, I just heard that line from a song too. It's like, we could have been somebody. I don't even remember what song it is, but yeah. And there's definitely some heartbreak when it comes to like a missed opportunity. Also maybe some continuing to develop, like the Ace of Pentacles all the way to the Queen of Pentacles would be a pretty developed energy here. But to say the least, with the Judgment and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like they're like, this is like an energy of, okay, sorry, I didn't mean to stop in the middle of the sentence, because I feel like there's also an energy, and Spirit feels like there's also an energy of that's like not really taking accountability right now of their own actions. They're just like, oh, that's how the cookie crumbles, or that the universe did this, or, you know, something like that. It's like they're not really maybe seeing that they had a huge cause in this for some of you. But also, it's like they almost feel like this was bound to happen regardless with this Judgment and this Wheel of Fortune, for sure. They feel like they were like, well, it was only a matter of time that this happened. It was only a matter of time before pile 3 saw the truth in me and wanted to leave, or was gonna leave. And so either goes, it was a matter of time before you did leave, or it was a matter of time that it was gonna happen anyway, so they left. That's like the energy that I'm getting with this here, for sure. So yeah, that could have been like like subconscious things going on in this person as well. But I do think they have these feelings here of hurt. There's these feelings of fear. And there's also this energy of them just trying to fill this void with anything and everything. Like, it could be distractions. It could be addictions. It could be other people. You know, I think that this is somebody that, if I can be honest, they may like to party a bit. This could be somebody that is definitely the type, which I already said. I was trying to think of something different, but basically this is the type. This is somebody that likes to indulge a bit in things that like are not good for them. We have the 8 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, though. This person is definitely accepting that, you know, maybe it is time to let go, to walk away. But I feel like it's especially with this imagery in this 8 of Cups, it feels very uncomfortable. Normally the 8 of Cups is somebody deciding to walk away. This person's kind of falling here all around, and so they don't know what's next. They don't know what's coming or where it's going to go. That's kind of like that fear that we were looking at before too. And it almost feels like, yeah, they just feel like they don't have control over this. That's kind of like what I'm getting with this Wheel of Fortune as well, too. Like, it's kind of fated. It's circumstances that are out of their control. They feel like they don't have control over it, and they feel like it was kind of what's meant to be is going to be. But it's not like they're 100% fully trusting in that either, if that makes sense. It's kind of maybe like a back and forth type of energy about this. Here, too. But I do think you did make this person feel really good about themselves. And I think that this person feels like that you had a lot to offer them. Even though it's Pentacles, like more than just physical too. Let's get some oracles and see. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about how this person... So we have empathy coming in reverse. We have happy family in reverse. Bottom of the deck, we have self-esteem, which is I possess the gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. All right, let's see what we got here. So we have empathy in reverse, which we have happy family in reverse. We have the Magician and the Mirror. We have the third chakra, Archangel Camille, and then we have Goddess of the Moon in reverse. Okay, so that's interesting that we have the Goddess of the Moon in reverse, and we have the Moon card coming up in this as well too. And so I think that this person is not listening to their intuition when it comes to the situation. I feel like this person may feel a little lost when it comes to this situation for sure. I do think that they are guided towards you, or they were at least were guided towards you, and I think that they just ignored that. And maybe the fact that it's coming through as the Queen of Pentacles, I mean, you could be an earth sign as well. That could be definitely the case. So you could be a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, but you don't have to be. I think that one of the things that they were guided towards is commitment. Because one of the best things about the Pentacle suits that we were talking about when it comes to relationships is that they are loyal. And that could be something that was an issue for some of you. Also, I feel like there's a lot about personal power here. The Magician and the Mirror and the third chakra are all about your own personal power, and they're all about releasing fear and realizing that you are the creator of your own reality. And that could definitely be that message that we were looking at earlier of like that accountability. Like, you may have made this happen. You may have attracted this. This may be a little bit your fault and not just everyone else's fault as well too, you know, that kind of thing. And especially with this empathy coming in reverse, it's not that I don't think this person doesn't have any empathy. I think it's more the less of what it says is I'm open to seeing both sides of a situation, your side too, your feelings too. It's not just all about them. And I think that's something that this person kind of struggles with, especially with that Nine of Pentacles as well too. That can also be like maybe a little bit self-centered, a little bit selfish, kind of only worried about yourself. And also this person may just really like the feeling of being single, because that Devil energy is kind of about addictions and kind of doing what it is that you want to do. So if that's something that was an issue within the connection as well, that I can definitely see that here. But with the self-esteem at the bottom of the deck too, I think that maybe this person does have some self-esteem issues when it comes to either this situation about what they're capable of doing, or what they feel like they truly deserve. Like, I think that maybe there's some subconscious things about what this person truly believes they deserve out of a relationship, and what they're willing to accept or what they're willing to do. That can also come through in the form of self-sabotage and things like that. So I think that their intuition is trying to get their attention about something that you know, they have more control than they think. And that if they wanted, you know, to take their power back, they definitely could. Now, the happy family kind of coming in reverse, I feel like is a disappointing energy coming from that. It's like an energy of like kind of being in like what could have been. So what I'm seeing with this, like, you know, we could have, oh, didn't we say that earlier? didn't we say maybe some of you had kids with them too? Or maybe they have kids or something. Like, and so maybe your guys' children got together really well. Or they were just, they had a vision. Because it's giving me 10 of Cups. You know, like the 10 of Cups is like everything's working out. Like we're fulfilled. We got this. We got a family. It could even be like the 10s are like completion. So it's like future energy. And so there is a lot of disappointment when it comes to thinking about those types of things. Especially if this is a person that you talked about having a family with. Or if you guys had like kids from a previous relationship or something, and you know, whatever it is, whatever your personal circumstance is, they are disappointed about that as well too. They feel like, I'm hearing as well, they feel like there's a missing piece to this. Like they do feel a little incomplete without you in this situation. Like they're feeling the loss with this happy family in reverse. Like it feels like almost like a broken family now to some of you. And I think that this is this energy here too about this person like needing to take back control. First things first, you know, that kind of comes with facing up to your actions, owning up to the truth of things. That's the first part of taking back control of your situation, is like, hey, I did this. It's like, you know, this is my fault. Even if it's like not 100% someone's fault, you know, it's about taking accountability for the part that you play. And that's like the number one thing that I feel is kind of hard to a lot of people to do. But it's the number one thing to taking your power back is to realizing that you are accountable for it. And then with that being said, you know, it kind of, you're not handing it over to somebody else. You're not making it somebody else's problem or somebody else's decision, or even the universe's decision. It's like, you're like, okay, this is where I'm at now. This is what I did. I can do something differently now. And that's all about that Judgment card energy as well too. You're like, I have the power to change because I don't like the way things are going. And it's, for some reason, either this person is going to be waking up into that energy, is trying to be in that energy, or spirit is saying they are being guided towards that energy, like trying to get them to see that. And it may be different. That may be coming up in like 3 different ways, because that may be different for all of you, quite literally, like depending on your situation, for sure. It's like, so I'm hearing, I just looked at that 8 of Cups, and I just heard that song Free Fall in my head too. And when it's like, cry to the devil, but the devil said quit. And then it's like, free fall, dun dun dun, free fall. Okay, that's not how it really sounds, but that could be that energy too, of just letting go and seeing where things go instead of trying to make everything happen. Maybe this person has too much of a control issue, but not in a positive way too. You know what I'm saying? I feel like there's like it's both ways. Like, and I think it's both for this person. Like it's almost giving me the energy of like, I'm scared to lose control. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to control it my way, which is I'm going to accept a certain outcome before we even get the chance to see if any other possibilities are possible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like both like controlling and then also letting it go. I don't know. Maybe they go back and forth. I do see that there could be some back and forth energy here. Interesting. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get some channeled messages here. Let's see exactly what this person wants to say, or what anything that they have on their mind about their feelings or their thoughts for you. Pile 3. So what are some channeled messages here from this person for pile 3? Oh, I thought one fell out. I'm embarrassed that I acted so immature. That could be one of those reasons of like wanting to not take accountability or own up to some certain truth or some certain actions here that we were kind of sensing in the beginning, is maybe they're just ashamed of it. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I keep burping. So we have, I'm holding back. We have, I don't know if we can fix this. Oh, but we have, I'm happy when I'm with you. Bottom of the deck we have, is there still a chance? I felt really drawn to that. So we have, I miss you so much, but I'm too stubborn to tell you. Oh, right, like that's almost basically clarifying, like I'm holding back. So if you're like, why is this person holding back? They're very stubborn, apparently. Or you could have this person blocked. That's what I heard for some of you too. But then again, like I said, it is different for everyone's situation. I'm broke right now and I'm insecure about it. Ooh, maybe that's definitely the self-esteem. Oh. Almost got a little cheeky there. I'm sorry I hurt you. Jeez. Yeah, I'm head over heels for you. I feel like a lot of the same channeled messages have been coming up for a lot of the piles, but it's just crazy how sometimes collective energies can be so in tune with each other at times. Because there's a lot of cards here, you know, and for the same ones to just come up is interesting. So we have, I'm obsessed with you. Definitely, that's definitely that devil energy coming through for sure. I'm obsessed with you. You drive me crazy. Don't believe you have feelings for me. This person has doubts about you even wanting them. That could be the fact that they kind of see you in such a high standard light with the Queen of Pentacles as well too. Like maybe they think, oh, that subconscious like unworthiness that we're seeing, like that's probably that for sure. But yeah, I think that this person, like if they could, they would want to just spoil you too. Like, I'm not saying that's like any fixed behavior or anything like that, but like, I'm just talking about the financial parts. Like if they could, like they want to, like they think that would really impress you. Even if you're the type that's like that. Oh, I just heard that Shania Twain, that don't impress me much. But, even if that's the case, like they still would want to do that. I think it's like more for like their ego too, if I can be quite honest. But to say the least, they definitely think about you a lot for sure. I do think they reminisce. There's some like shame energy wrapped up into this as well. That could be also making them hold back and their own insecurities and things, of course. But I mean, nonetheless, you know, this, I miss you so much, but I'm too stubborn to tell you. It's all, you know, it's like cute and stuff sometimes when it comes out, but also, you know, that's just something that I think is so easy, and you should be worked through easily, you know, like this. And I'm not saying it like easy, like it's easy for every person, but like it's something that should not hold somebody back if that's all that there is. And I think that that's also something that comes up too when it's like just maybe that's why they're holding back for now and it's not going to be. But I do think that there is other issues, other things going on with this person that is stopping them from holding back, especially with that moon energy. You know, there could be things that you don't really know about too. They don't always have to be bad or like, you know, heartbreaking things as well, but there just could be some unseen things, you know, that are stopping this person. But nonetheless, you definitely crossed this person's mind, to say the least. I think this person wants to know answers too. I think they're like a little stubborn bulls sometimes, and they're like, I need to know these answers, but I'm not gonna just flat out ask, you know, which is kind of silly to me at least. All right, so you can screenshot these if you would like. We are gonna get some advice for you though, pile 3. So what advice do we have for pile 3 in regards to the situation? So we have broken and hatched. Gifts from the past being at the bottom of the deck. So we have broken and hatched. You are healing is what I'm hearing with this card. You are in the process of some major healing right now. And I think that you need to be really kind to yourself and allow yourself to sit with this process and not judge yourself in a way of saying, well, I should feel this way or I should do that way, or I don't know why these feelings are coming up. And these feelings are coming up because you are most definitely healing, pile 3. And this is something that I think has been needing to kind of come out for you, to say the least. Not like these things needed to happen, or I'm not trying to invalidate any of anyone's experiences, but I'm saying that you're feeling this way for a reason. It almost feels though your heart heart chakra kind of felt like it had been cracked open, like the imagery on this egg. And just like this imagery, all of these things are being released as well. And so this is something that is going to be, it's not the easiest process, don't get me wrong. It's not, sometimes it's not an enjoyable process for sure, but it is a process that will benefit you later. And I think that's why at the bottom of the deck, we have the gifts from the past. This is about you healing and developing in positive ways and coming out stronger than ever, you know? Then we have the inside looking out. So this is an energy of like, yeah, it does feel like you're missing out. Sometimes you feel like you're missing out on experiences, or you're missing out on fun and things like that. But I feel like this card is coming to tell you, to remind you as well, that you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Nothing lasts forever. Sometimes it feels like we have to kind of put ourselves on timeout in order to deal with things, in order to figure out what we want, in order to build our lives and things like that. Sometimes we do have to put the outside world on pause and other things like that. And so it can be kind of lonely. It can feel like you're missing out for sure, but you're definitely not. This is a beautiful energy too, of also remembering that if anything, people are missing out on you, okay? I'm just gonna say that. If anything, people are missing out on you. You're not missing out on anything. Don't let FOMO get the best of you. I think this is all about you kind of turning inward as well and focusing on yourself. Like I said, really getting real with what it is that you want, with your goals. Where do you feel like you're going? And if that's something you've been doing as well, then you're right on track, if not ahead, you know. And maybe we'll read that one too. I feel like there's a message in the book for you as well too. And then we have 16, which is justice. Everything is going to work out just the way it's meant to work out. Justice is the karma energy. Justice is what is meant to be right will be right. What is meant for you will be for you. Sometimes it feels like our justice is not fair, you know, and that's perfectly normal. But sometimes we kind of just have to trust. I see that this is the number 16 here too, which is the number of the tower, which it may feel like things have been falling apart, like maybe things have not been working out in your favor. But this is coming to tell you that in the end, inevitably they will. Also, don't regret any kind of love or anything that you've given out. That will come back to you in many ways, in many different forms. Sometimes we feel like we wasted our time, we wasted our efforts, we wasted our energy and our feelings, and you never truly do. It will come back to you in another way, and it can come back to you in a completely different form too. That's what I like to remind people as well, is that the love you give now, the care that you give now, can come back to you in so many different ways. We have no idea a lot of the time how we try to limit the way the universe can surprise us, because it's just facts. We all do it. And with that being said, it's like you never really know. And I think that this is also, you know, trusting the process with this justice card, trusting the outcome for now, and trusting yourself and trusting your choices. You know what's best for you. And a lot of the time you can tell what's best for you by how you feel. How was that person making you feel? What was going on? And vice versa. And sometimes with the justice, like I said, it can feel a little bit unfair. It can feel like it's not what we want. But sometimes there's something there that we need somewhere, something we need to see, something we need to discover. Justice can also be about truth, and it's also about choices and decisions and weighing out each option fairly. But I think that really Spirit wants you to weigh out each option right now best for you. And also this is the card for Libra, or in the tarot, it's the card for Libra. Oh, we had Moon energy too, which is Pisces. I think that was the only other major arcana we had besides the Wheel of Fortune. And I think the Wheel of Fortune is, it has a bunch, I think it has a bunch different zodiacs to it, but the Judgment card is Pluto energy too. So we have Scorpio energy coming through with the Pluto. Anyways, the signs don't really matter. If this reading resonates with you, it resonates for you. I just want to see what this one has to say. I'm quite curious to see what oh my gosh, that's how you know, right when you open the book and you open right to the page, that's how you know you're meant to be there too. I love that. I love when that happens, because that's such an intuitive message of like, yes, you should be reading this. I mean, it's not like if it doesn't, you should not be reading it, but it's just it's like a confirmation. Anyways, oh, it's kind of like what we were just talking about. Anyways, it says, it might feel like you are missing out on all the action happening around you. Think of this as a period of in utero. Is that how you say that? So sorry if I mispronounced that, but it says, you are safe within the womb that surrounds you, absorbing nutrients. This might be a formative time for the greatness to come. I know it's hard to feel separated. Loneliness is hard, but if you are able to take advantage of this, when you re-enter the world, you will be full of life force and brilliance. When you have the urge to mope, try to redirect your attention to something productive, even if it's just thinking a positive thought, or look at the world around you as an observer. You may be in this place because you need to look at life from an objective view. Oh, I love that message. No wonder why we read that. That's so true. It has a lot of what we were talking about already in it, but I love the fact that it's talking about using this energy, using this time to your advantage, whether that's for healing, whether that's for your goals, whether that's for anything that you feel is productive for you in your life. And all of the goals that you want with the Justice card is coming through to say that it is going to work out for you. Even though maybe life doesn't seem fair, sometimes we kind of are in a place of where we need to be at this time to process things. And I feel like with this broken and hatched pile 3, you are somebody who is definitely processing things right now. So please give yourself that grace. Whether that's that grace period or that grace, you know, just the grace and the understanding and the acceptance that you need your love and your time just as much as anyone else does, you know. In fact, it's more important for you. Then we have gifts from the past, which was at the bottom of your deck, which I think is kind of telling for your future as well. Things from your past coming back to you in a good form. And the past is the present for you right now in your future. If that even makes sense. But you get what I'm saying. Like, you will thank yourself later is a great way to say that. You will be thanking yourself later for giving yourself the time and space to heal, to grow, to figure out, to I was going to say uproot and plant roots, plant seeds and uproot as well. So this is a big time for you, an important time for you. You would maybe some would consider this a hermit phase as well. And it sucks. Trust me, I've been through many hermit phases. And, you know, being someone who's highly sensitive, you may be someone who's highly sensitive. Our whole life is like off and on hermit phases. Sometimes we just can't. So I understand how loneliness can just be the worst at times. But just remember, you are never truly alone too. I feel like maybe if you have been already, you're on the right track for owning in your spiritual gifts. That's something that is greatly beneficial to people in their hermit stages, is opening up their spiritual gifts, working on their third eyes and their connection to the divine, because that is something that is tremendously healing when you are feeling lonely. Like that, you're never alone, you know? Sometimes I feel like I talk to spirits more than I talk to people at times, you know what I'm saying? But hey, that's just me. Anyways, on that note, I think I am going to leave this reading here for you. So thank you so much for staying. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something out of it. I hope it helped. I love you. I'm wishing you much healing. I know that you got this in the end. You're so strong. I'm so proud of you. Spirit, so proud of you. Thank you as well for all who subscribe. Thank you to those who comment and share and just like the videos, or anyone who interacts or supports with the videos in any way. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. If you are not subscribed but you did enjoy this reading and you would like to see some more, you're more than welcome to subscribe now so you don't miss out, if that's something you want to do, of course. And I will see you guys then. Bye.